Hi everyone! So welcome to the first of our Kathina event series, Imperfect, Accepting Your Imperfect Self. I'm Quincy from CITYZEN and I'll be your host for today's event. So thank you, Ms. Inge, for spending some time today to teach us all about journaling and how it can help us understand ourselves better. We'd also like to thank the Buddhist Society of Victoria's tremendous support and both collaborating entities, CITYZEN and Buddhist Union, for all the hard work we've put on to make this event happen. Last but not least, I'd like to thank all of you participants for signing up to our journaling workshop. We really hope that you will find benefit and become more motivated to create your own journal. So next, we will pay our respects to the First Nations people. We acknowledge the traditional custodians of the various lands on which we work today and the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people participating in this webinar. We pay our respects to the elders past, present, and emerging, and recognize and celebrate the diversity of Aboriginal peoples and their ongoing cultures and connections to the lands and waters which we reside upon. Okay, so next we'd like to introduce the Buddhist youth communities hosting this event. First of all, I'll introduce you about CITYZEN. So we are the Buddhist Society of Victoria's young adults group. Our vision is to bring Buddhist wisdom, friendship, and peace for young adults. Our group hosts fortnightly Dhamma discussions and other activities, such as game nights, panel webinars, workshops, and many more. So if you're interested in getting to know us better, do follow our Facebook and Instagram page at CITYZENBSV. You can see it on the screen over here. Right. So next, I'd like to invite my friend Jaislyn. She'll tell you a lot more about Buddhist Union.
Thanks, Quincy, for the great introduction. Hi, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here with us today. My name is Jaislyn from Buddhist Union, Melbourne. First of all, I would like to use this opportunity to thank our speaker, Ms. Inge Santoso, to our event partner, CITYZEN and Buddhist Society of Victoria. Thank you for your hard work in making this event happen. And last but not least, thank you to our amazing community. We couldn't have done this without you. For those of you who are new to Buddhist Union Melbourne, we are an Indonesian Buddhist youth community that organize weekly Dhamma talks, temple visits, and other community building events. Our vision is to build a safe community where everyone is included and every opinion is heard. So if you're interested to jump into our next event, you can simply follow us on our Instagram and Facebook at BU Melbourne, or you can simply click the link in our Instagram bio to join our WhatsApp group. So once again, thank you so much, everyone. We hope you can learn a thing or two from today's event. Thank you.
All good. Thank you, Jaislyn. So we're getting so close to the event itself. Please just hold on for a couple more minutes. I'd like to read out a few housekeeping rules. Yep. So first, all participants' audio and video functions will be switched off. You will not be allowed to turn it on throughout the entire event. If you have any questions, please post it on Slido. The link has been provided over here. It's also inside the Zoom chat box and the description box for those of you who are watching the live stream on YouTube. And we also have a team member of us over here whose screen has been switched towards the QR code, so you can just scan it over there and post your questions. Lastly, okay, we have a donation link over here. It's for the robes and other requisites and for NBM's Building Fundraising. If you'd like to help us, please scan the QR code and show your support. Next, okay, I think we've reached almost to the start of the event. I'd like to invite Ms. Inge Santoso to the spotlight. And yeah, okay, so I'm gonna introduce Ms. Inge to all of you. She is a professional full of passion for teaching. She is currently the founder and leader of CV Dewi Samudra Sejahtera and a certified trainer and consultant at Ingisio Enterprise. She is also active in many Buddhist organizations. Since 2017, she has been the head of research and development for Wanita Theravada Indonesia, or also known as Indonesian Theravada Women. Ms. Inge has also been sharing a lot of her thoughts about Buddhism and delivered various workshops. So her ability to speak fluently in 3 languages enables her to teach the Buddhist way of life to a wider range of audience. Okay, so get your stationeries and notes ready. Without further ado, Miss Inge, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Hello everybody. Soti Honto Namo Buddhaya. So let me share my screen. Yes, today we are going to talk about journaling, and we are going to write a journal today. And so if you haven't prepared a piece of paper and a pen, please do so, because we are going to use it today. All right. So thank you for Citizen and, of course, what do you call yourself? Buddhist Union Melbourne? Yes. Awesome. Okay, thank you. Okay, I will start my presentation. I am a perfectionist. I know the theme of today's topic is actually imperfect, but here I am declaring myself, I am a perfectionist. Well, being a perfectionist served me quite well during school days because the only thing that mattered was like grades. You know, first time I came to Australia when I was 16, that's in 1992. I know some of you probably even haven't been born yet. So yeah, in 1992, I went to Newman College in Perth. And being a perfectionist over there actually helped me a lot with my school grades. For example, because I feel I'm very good at math. So I took all the math subject like introductory calculus, trigonometry, geometry, and those kind of stuff, and accounting. And in year 11, I got like really high marks for those. I got awards for getting the highest mark and everything. So being a perfectionist in those times was great. Actually made me very happy because, you know, I got awards and everything. And then in year 11, also the same, year 12, also the same. I set a goal for my TEE score to be 451, because at that time, if you want to go into medicine, you only need 440. So I thought, well, if I got 451, uni is like a buffet. I can choose to go to any uni, and I can choose whatever subject I want to do. So that's why I set a goal to have 451 as my TE score. Well, of course, nothing is perfect. And I didn't get 451. But I got 443. So I still could choose to go to any uni I wanted. And I even got offered to do medicine, because at that time only one overseas student per year can take medicine at University of Western Australia. So yeah, but then I thought, medicine, am I going to be dealing with all those bloods, cutting people? And I thought, oh no, I got cold feet. So I decided, okay, I'm not going to do medicine. I'm going to do law and commerce. Yep, law and commerce. And you know what? That was a disaster. Why? Do you know why I like maths? Because maths is like, right or wrong. It's like very black and white. You either get the answer right or not. It's very simple. But when I started study law and commerce, well, especially law. Commerce is still okay. I could do like accounting, finance, still quite straightforward. But law is completely difficult for me. Why? There's no right or wrong answer. It's like for every case, okay, you can do pro and con, and so basically for me, being perfectionist, studying law is just a nightmare. Okay, it was just a nightmare. And from really high, like good marks that I got from high school, when I did law, it was like, I remember the worst one is like constitutional law, and I got like 52%. It was like, oh, this is the lowest ever, But yeah, it happened because I just couldn't, see the gray area well. It's like, okay, can you argue for this grandpa? No, I cannot. The grandpa killed grandma. That's it. Definitely guilty. Can you please argue for the grandpa that he didn't actually intend to murder grandma? It's like, I cannot. He murdered grandma. So yeah, that's why I decided not to finish my law degree. I finished my commerce degree, and then I decided to go to Beijing to study Mandarin instead of finishing my law degree, because I thought, it would be a disaster anyway. So yeah, so I started to have these feelings that being perfectionist is not so good, And then, of course, life happened. And at uni, like, some of you now are still at uni, right? You started to have relationships. Having a boyfriend, a girlfriend. And when you started to have those, well, we of course hope for meeting the perfect soulmate that makes us happy forever. But as usual, life doesn't work that way, and relationship is imperfect. And I started like feeling, I think this perfectionist is getting, creating more troubles for me than happiness. But still, I just, oh yeah, I think it's normal. But then after I finished school and started to work, now that was real life. Okay, and as we learn, life is dukkha. Okay, and I had so many problems. Like, for example, when I being a perfectionist at work, it's like, okay, I have this plan for today. Okay, in the morning I will do this and then this and then this. And you know what happened? The perfect plan never happened. There was always problem coming in, and the day just not perfect. And me being a perfectionist, I was like getting so stressed and stressed and stressed. But even though I got so much stress, the crazy thing is that, I don't realize how much I hate myself because of this perfectionism, and how much unhappiness it has caused me. I thought it was like normal. Of course, you want to be excellent. But for me, of course, it's higher. It's like perfect. Okay. But yeah, it actually caused me a lot of unhappiness. But I don't realize it. I thought it was like normal. Everybody's life is like this. Until one day, I was like, so stressed out, and I was looking for, something. And I usually went to like personal development seminars and all that. So, okay. I went to one seminars after another, and I was also a trainer. So I also give a training and seminar. So it's like, okay, if I don't get something out of it to help me personally, at least I got the knowledge and I can share it to other people. Until one day, a friend of mine, she told me, hey, there is this great seminar. You have to go. it's like got lots of waiting lists. And well, I was able to enroll, but then I couldn't go. So I need to find someone else to replace me. I said, okay, you go, okay, you go. I thought, okay, might as well. But it's a 7-day seminar, and you cannot talk during the seminar. Is that okay with you? It's fine. I don't mind not talking. Okay, go. So I went, and my friend took me there. It was held in Cisarua, Puncak, near Jakarta. So I went. And after she dropped me over there, she's like quickly, went back to Jakarta. And I was quite, it's quite weird. Why did you do that? Not even, getting me doing the registration, everything, suddenly just left. Then I found out, okay? I was writing, doing the registration. I started getting, are you sure this is a seminar? And then in the evening, when we're going to start the session, I saw the timetable, and I was quite shocked to see the timetable. You know what the timetable was? It's like meditation, lecture, meditation, rest, meditation. It was not a personal development seminar. It was a meditation retreat for 7 days, silent meditation retreat. But then I thought, okay, since I was here anyway, so let's give it a go. Let's do 100% of this and see how it goes, okay? So I did. And then on day 6, that we're going to, we were learning loving kindness meditation, doing loving kindness meditation. Well, as you might know, when you're doing loving kindness meditation, you start with yourself. So may I be happy, may I be happy, and then may my family be happy, may my friends be happy, may neutral people be happy, may all beings be happy. I had no problem wishing my family to be happy. I had no problem wishing my friends to be happy. Of course, I don't have any problem wishing all beings to be happy. My problem was, may I be happy. When I did that, may I be happy. And then there were these voices. It's like, may I be happy? Yeah, right. May I be happy? You're not supposed to be happy. May I be happy? You're so fat. May I be happy? You made so many mistakes. May I be happy? You don't deserve to be happy. It was like crazy. These voices, it's like, oh, I just couldn't do it. It's like, may I be happy? It's impossible for me. It was then I realized how unhappy I was. I thought all these times, 30 something years was okay. I was actually quite happy. But then after doing this meditation, that I couldn't even wish myself, may I be happy, I found, well, I was unhappy. And being a perfectionist made me unhappy because nothing in life is perfect. So what did I do? I learned to be happy. It was hard. Talking about self-hate, so many things I hate about myself. My body, I don't say my work, but how my work actually, it's not completely what I wanted it to be. Yeah, so many things, okay? And since I was like okay, let's learn to be imperfect, accept myself to be who I am. And meditation helps. Meditation helps. And over the years, like I've been doing meditation for, I think, about more than 10 years. And I actually did it quite consistently. I basically do meditation every day. It helps a lot. And I started to be able to do this, may I be happy. But sometimes when things go wrong, I reverted back to my old self. For example, a few weeks ago, I'll tell you the short story. So say 3 months ago, I landed a contract, a training contract. I was supposed to do this program creation and then training 5 people to become trainers to deliver the program. So for 1 month, I've already done some collaboration. I give them the 3 modules out of 4 for the training. And then they already paid me like 50% down payment anyway. So I thought, okay, just never mind. I just give them the modules and everything. But then I think about 2 weeks ago, they said, Inge, we would like you to go to Bengkulu to do offline seminar. I said, offline seminar now during this pandemic? No, I'm not going to do that. So I refused to do an offline seminar. And they insisted. Our members had to do offline. They wouldn't get any benefit doing anything online. So because I refused to do that, to do an offline seminar, they decided to cancel all the contract. And I was like devastated. You know, it was like my first big contract. I felt that, you know, finally somebody actually appreciate me, you know, and it just went down the drain. I was so stressed out. The feelings was just so mixed. It was like I was sad, I was angry, I was disappointed. Every negative feelings, it just came up. And I said before, meditation, does it help? Well, in this case, meditation did not help at all. How come? Because when I sit to meditate, whenever I close my eyes, it was like, you're worthless. You couldn't even, you know, do this one contract. They actually canceled the contract. And all these voices is like screaming inside my head. And the movies that I played inside is like all negative movies. You know, sometimes I even considered, what? You know, I've been doing this training for more than 20 years. And, you know, I was not being appreciated, and it just came up. It's like crazy came up. I know I was like appreciated, but, you know, at that time, everything's negative is just like screaming out. I couldn't meditate at all. So what did I do? I grabbed a piece of paper, okay? And a pen. And I started writing down every thoughts, every feelings. It's just like pouring what's in my head, in my mind, all onto paper. And I did that I don't know, about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I just wrote down everything that came up. You know, all those negative thoughts, all those negative feelings, all those, everything. It's like on paper. And then I felt afterwards like a relief. You know, my mind started to get like clear. And before I couldn't go to bed. So actually I was doing that journal writing purge, but at, I don't know, 12 or even 12:30 at night. But it helps. It helped a lot. And afterwards I could sleep. And that's one of the benefits of journaling. Journaling can help you to release emotions. And today I'm going to teach you what I did to handle the recent crisis. Okay, and we are going to release some emotions. So that's the first benefits of journaling. And of course, clarity. So after you put things on paper, you started to get clarity. When I think, you know, I thought I was worthless, you know, I'm worthless, whatever. And then I started to think, of course I'm not worthless, you know, I still like, you know, worthy. I'm good enough. I'm good. You know, I am enough. Maybe it's not perfect, but it's good enough. So it gives me like clarity, and I started to, you know, calm down and having like basically a clear head after releasing all those feelings and thoughts onto paper. So yeah, so when, for example, when you do journaling, you can use it to get clarity. For example, when you want to make a decision that is important to you, then you can write down the pro and the cons. And then at the end, you will be able to see. Because when everything is in your head, sometimes it's like so, you know, sometimes a few thoughts can be so dominating and then you cannot see clearly. So when you put them on paper, you'll start to see. And when you put things on paper, you also get to see the patterns. And once you spot the patterns, you would know what to do. So this is the second one, the benefits of journaling. Mindfulness. Actually, journaling helped me also to be more mindful. More mindful of what? More mindful of my thoughts, mindful of my feelings. Those two, are the ones that help me the most. Because when you write, you actually need to slow down. That's why writing using a pen and paper is actually better than typing. There's this hand-eye coordination thing that actually could help you be more mindful. And when you put things on paper, you started to know, identify what you're actually feeling. For example, nowadays we just say, I'm stressed out. But we never actually identify what's this stress about? What's actually the feeling? Is it sadness? Is it disappointment? Is it anger? Is it hurt? Because when you identify a feeling, then you know what to do with it. For example, sadness. Sadness is a feeling when you lose something. So when you identify, okay, I feel sad, then you can identify, what did I lose? And then you can, solve this problem, basically. So it's very good to actually identify these feelings, and it helps when you're doing a journaling and be mindful of it. And then healing. Of course, healing through journaling, especially like for events in the past, well, it helped. It helped a lot. For example, I think a few years ago, I did a journaling to find out why I had this hesitation when I'm going to click buy or sell during the stock trading. So I did some investment and I had to buy and sell. Okay. And whenever I'm going to click that buy and sell button, I was oh, so much doubt. Should I click? Should I not click? Should I click now? Should I wait? So I wrote down what happened. And I know it was from the event that I think in 2006 or 7, I just learned about trading, option trading actually. And I thought after going to this seminar about option trading, then I know how to trade. So I put I think $2,000 for that first trade. I thought if I make it, 8,000 could be, tens of thousands, and I'm gonna make a lot of money. Okay, so yeah, first time I did that real trade, and you know what? In 2 minutes, I lost all my money. Just 2 minutes from 2,000 is like zero. I was like, oh no, what did I do? And I think that was like traumatic enough for me. So until now, if I'm going to click that buy and sell button, I was like so much hesitation. It's like so much doubt, But yeah, after I wrote them this experience down, and I asked myself, so what is the lesson from this event? Okay, so I asked myself better questions, and I learned my lessons. And yeah, it's actually had this healing effect. So now I wasn't so scared anymore to actually click that button. Okay, so this is like healing. And then a memory keeper. Of course, we have so many good things happening in our lives as well. I don't say everything is bad. No, I know. They said life is dukkha. Yes. But dukkha doesn't mean there's no happy and pleasurable things. And memory keeper, I use my journal as a memory keeper. It's like this. If you read Harry Potter or watch Harry Potter movies, then you might remember Professor Dumbledore using the pensive, taking the memory and then put them in the, what do you call it? This some kind of like bowl something. Yeah, it's like that. So this journal is like actually you put your good memories in there, and anytime you can like open your journal and relive that memory. And it's actually quite pleasurable if you put like the good things, and then you just like remind yourself, oh yeah, like when I was like devastated a few weeks ago, I started reading my journal, and then life wasn't so bad. Okay, just move on. So yeah, that's a memory keeper. But there are so many benefits. I'm not going to go through them all because probably we don't have that much time. But we can use it for brainstorming, and then as a creative outlets. So if you have like you have a drawing talents or paintings or whatever, doodling, then you can use this journal as your creative outlets. And of course, if you're still studying now, you use journal. You can use it for learning, note taking. Like for example, the lessons you get from life. Yeah, I usually write as well in my journal. For example, when I read, I learned this: progress, not perfection. So this is one mantra that that helped me dealing with my perfectionism. I use this: progress, not perfection, because as long as there's progress, then it's good. It's not about being perfect. It's just about progress. And progress doesn't mean it's like always up. A downward is also a progress, because sometimes, for example, I remember this progress, like down doesn't mean it's not progress. Down can be a progress. A few years back, I went to Bhutan, hiking to the Tiger Nest temple. You hike for what 2 hours or something, and then when you can see the tiger nest over there, and you sort of like, okay, just a little bit more, okay, a little bit more, and you know what happened? You have to go down first. So it's like up, down first, and then up again to Tiger Nest Temple. At that time, I realized, sometimes you go down doesn't mean it's not progress. Sometimes you just have to go there first to reach your final destination. So that's what I remind myself when I'm having this perfectionism problem. Okay, I remind myself, okay, progress. So this is what I put in my journal as well, learning. And then aspiration, goal setting, of course you can do this, and then planning and tracking. So these are the benefits of journaling. And when you journal, you can choose your medium. You want to go digital or you want to go pen and paper. For me, for memory keeper, I use digital. For releasing emotions, healing, I use paper. So it depends on what you need. You can use, digital or analog. And for journal types, there's so many journal types. I'm going to just like go through a little bit before we actually do our, whoops. Okay, yeah. Yes, one, we have this gratitude journal. So I have this gratitude journal, a writing journal, art journal, if you're more into this creative outlets, yeah, doodling, drawing, and then 5-minute journal. Later, I'll show you what it is. Oops. Wait. Okay, here we go. Okay, 5-minute journal, and then bullet journal. This is usually for note taking, also for planning. You see a lot of beautiful bullet journals when you search Instagram. And then some specialized journal for travel, food, exercise log, and all this stuff. So many types of journal. And I'm going to introduce you to this one, 5-minute journal. This is what I do every day. It only takes 5 minutes. So, it's good. It's easy to maintain this journal writing habit because you only need 5 minutes. So in the morning, you write down the answers to these questions. I am grateful for blah, blah, blah. So this is about gratitude. Gratitude is very important. And when you're a perfectionist like me, gratitude is crucial because I need to remind myself there are so many good things in my life. Although it's not perfect, but they are good, okay? So I'm grateful for whatever. And it could be very simple things like, okay, I'm grateful for this morning meditation. I'm grateful for the aircon. I'm grateful for the coffee I drink. I'm grateful for, it could be simple stuff. It can be great, big stuff as well. I'm grateful for being able to share, today, and anything. You write anything. At least do 3 to 5. If it's very short, then do 5. When you elaborate a little bit, you can do like 3. That's enough. I'm grateful for something. And when you write it down, like be mindful and really feel it. Okay, when you say, I'm grateful for my coffee, it's just like, yeah, okay, this coffee mocha is beautiful, it's perfect for this morning. You know, you just like really feel it. And this feeling of gratitude will make you like happier. Okay. And the next question is, what would make today great? So this is more like planning. What's going to happen today that, make you feel that today is a great day? It can be very simple. You don't need to have like, like great goals. No, it's like, what would make today great? For me, it's like if I can deliver this presentation in English, because this is my first time, guys, doing this in English, okay? I usually speak Indonesian only for my seminars. So yeah, today, what makes today great is like I speak English, okay? And daily affirmation usually start with I am something, something. So what do you want to affirm for yourself today? For example, I'm generous, I'm kind, I'm whatever. But for me, the most important one that I always write down every day is I am enough. I am enough. Because that's the cure for my perfectionism. Because being, wanting everything to be perfect is like never enough. So I remind myself every day, I am enough. I know it's not, it's like this. When I share this to Buddhist group, it's like, you said I am. Remember anatta. I know. Yes, of course, there's no self. So why are you talking this I am? Well, we are not holy yet, okay? We haven't reached Sotapanna or whatever. And for daily life, I think we're still living this conventional truth and not the ultimate truth just yet. So whatever works for you today, and for me, it's like it works for me. I still affirm I am something because I want to remind myself because I am enough. I am good enough. I have enough. And there's another one. Sometimes I write, sometimes I don't. But sometimes I write it down to remind myself, just to satisfy my perfectionism. That is, I am perfectly imperfect. Because I still want to be a perfectionist, right? So I am perfectly imperfect. And it's fine. And it's enough. Okay. And then at night, so the first one is in the morning. And then at night, you can write this 3 amazing things that happened today. Just anything that you found to be pleasurable, to be happy, to be whatever, satisfying. Just write 3 things that happened today. Okay. And how could I have made today better? This is the lesson. Sometimes we got lessons here and there. It could be very simple. If you cannot find something that you could have done better, and it's also fine. If you've done your best, that's enough. That's enough. Now, we are coming to the this one. This is what we are going to do. This method is called PEW12. It's Purge Emotional Writing Method. Why 12? Okay, this is what we're going to do. Okay, you need to prepare a piece of paper, preferably A4 or any paper, basically. And do not write in a notebook or a book, because you'll know why later. I'll show you. And then you set a timer for 12 minutes. Okay, so prepare a paper and have a timer and set it for 12 minutes. That's why it's called Pew 12, because it's going to be 12 minutes. And what you are going to do is you will write non-stop, no editing, no reading back what you wrote, okay? You're just going to write and write and write and write and write. If you cannot think of anything, just write, I cannot think of anything. So basically what comes up in your mind, the thoughts, the feelings, you just put them down on paper. It could be a gibberish, I don't care. It just, whatever you feel, whatever you think about, just write them down. It's okay. Yeah, because this is going to be for emotional purging. And when you're doing this, when you write and then suddenly, for example, you cry or whatever, it's okay. Just keep on writing. This is part of the process. So remember, no editing. And write in any language that you are comfortable with. If you are comfortable writing in English, write in English. If in Indonesian, write in Indonesian. If it's in Chinese, write in Chinese. Whatever. Just anything that makes you most comfortable. And then this one, very important. Do not read. So after writing, do not read, okay? No need to read. This is about purging, getting things out. When you read, you put things in. So after out, putting the garbage out. Do not bring them in again. So do not read, okay? Do not read. And then the next step is to burn or shred or destroy the paper. Well, according to the inventor of this method, Habib Sadihi, he said, burn. Of course, sometimes we just cannot burn. If we live in an apartment and then we do this burning thing, it could be dangerous. So I would say, okay, choose. You want to burn, you want to shred, you want to destroy the paper, but destroy it, okay? It's about changing the energy, Why they like it burn? Because it's like this paper energy that, you put all these feelings, all these thoughts, and you just like transform it through fire and then become something else. You release it. So yeah, let's burn, shred, destroy the paper. So these are the 5 steps that we are going to do now. So please prepare your pen and paper. And we are going to do this for the next 12 minutes. Are you ready? Ready? Okay, I'm going to put a timer. Let's see, where's my timer? So just get yourself a pen and paper. And remember, just write whatever comes into your mind. Do not think about it, just write it down. Okay. Well, if you're ready, we're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. I'm going to put some music. on going. We still have about 4 minutes. Two more minutes. Just keep writing. Even though you feel you don't have anything else to say, just keep on writing. Even you just write, I don't know what I'm going to write. I don't have anything else to write. Just keep on writing. One minute. Five, four, three, two, one, stop. Okay. Yes, that's 12 minutes of continuous writing. Remember, do not read, okay? Just turn, put it somewhere. And later it's your job to destroy it safely, okay? Destroy it safely. I need to remind you of this. I don't want anything being on fire, whatever. Okay. So that's our exercise. And I didn't do this every day, okay? I usually do this exercise whenever I have like this pent up feelings, Even when, like meditation, when my mind is so busy, I did some journaling and then I did my meditation, because that way my mind is a bit clearer and I can concentrate and focus on my breath and all the other things. And okay, and last but not least, this is my, I just show you my journal collections since 1992. So I started writing actually in Perth. Before that, I was not a journal writer. And now I usually do my journaling using Day One app. So yeah, so that's okay. Thank you very much. And I hope this journaling exercise helps you, and you can, have this as a tool that you can use to make yourself happier and accept our imperfection better. Okay, thank you very much. And I return this to the moderator. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Inge, for the wonderful and informative explanation on journaling. It was very insightful. My name is Jocelyn, and I will be facilitating the Q&A today. So as mentioned before, if you have any question, please post it to Slido. The link is in the chat box or down in the description box for those watching over in YouTube. You can also upvote the questions in Slido that is similar to yours or questions that you find interesting. So in the spirit of Kathina and the robe offering ceremony, we are offering everyone a chance to provide support to the Sangha. So on your screen very shortly, yep, it's up now, you will find the QR code that you can scan with your phone camera, which will bring you to the donation links for the robe offering and other requisite. And the robe offering event will be on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Melbourne time, which will also be live streamed. You can find more information for that at the BSV's Facebook page. The QR code on the right is the donation link to support the Newbury Buddhist Monastery building project, which is around 1 hour drive from Melbourne. So yeah, let's get started with the Q&A. Yeah. So we have quite a few questions actually here on Slido. So I'll just go over to the first question. So the first question is how to overcome the thought of feeling useless or having no life goals when faced with difficult situation. I guess this situation is something that is faced by a lot of people right now, especially during the pandemic. So what do you think about this, Miss Inge?
Okay. Yeah, about feeling useless and have no life goals. Of course, in 2020, all our goals that we set probably in January, like this, our New Year resolutions all probably went to the drain because everything changes. Well, when you feel useless, this is I'm sharing my experience. I don't think I'm not a qualified counselor to actually give the answers for this, but so I'm just like sharing what I know. So when you're feeling useless, it's better if you do something for somebody else, any small things, because when you start doing that, then you are useful. For some of us, it's just about like thinking. It's like, we live in our head. It's like, oh, I'm useless. I cannot do this. And I don't have a life goal or whatever. But it's all in our head. So when you use a journal, you put it down on paper and then you do something. Small things. Okay, even like, holding the door for somebody else. Anything, any small thing that you can do for somebody else, and then you recognize yourself that you've done it. Yeah, start with very small things. So it's similar to like gratitude exercises. You do small things and you acknowledge, because when you do things and you acknowledge them, then you have this evidence. Hey, I'm not useless. I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. For example, for the day, okay, they need donation. Okay, let's donate. No matter how much you donate, at least you do something, right? And then, hey, useful. Yes, I'm useful. At least I can use my money instead of buying whatever today. I donate to this. Just now we have these two requisites for sangha and all that. At least you do something, and it helps. And with no life goal, yes, that's a big problem. And it's okay. If you don't have a life goal, it's okay. Do not feel, oh, everybody else have life goal. I don't have life goal. Oh, no. Well, it happened to me, okay? It's like, is it okay to, not have life goal? Yes, it's okay. So what should I do? As I can say, as a human, we have this need for contribution and growth. So if you don't have a life goal at the moment, just focus on two things. Grow. Do something that makes you feel that you are growing. You learn something, a new skill, read something that makes you feel that you are growing. And then you contribute. So having no life purpose is okay. It's a process. It's a journey. Probably now it's not clear yet, but if you do those things, keep growing and contributing, then actually life is already, purposeful for you. Okay, I think that's, I hope it answered the question.
Yeah, there is a line that I really like from your sharing earlier, which is going down doesn't always mean going forward. Like sometimes it's a progress that you have to go through to go forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So actually we have, oh my gosh, it's a lot of questions.
So many. I'm also watching a Slido and it's like, wow.
Yeah, there is one question that is actually not in Slido, but like, I think this is relatable for everyone. So when we're building habit, there will be time that we feel unmotivated to continue putting the effort in. Do you have any advice on how to stay motivated to start this habit of journaling?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the most important thing is to keep it simple and easy. Because when something is easy, you don't need motivation to do it. So for journaling, for example, you want to have this habit of journaling. You don't have to, okay, I have to sit for 12 minutes or 30 minutes to write this. No need. Just write one sentence. Okay, there's one sentence journal. There's actually a journal for that, one sentence journal. So just write one sentence and that's it. And you can like sort of check the mark. Done journaling for the day. Make it so easy because, sometimes, some days can be like really so hard. You just write one sentence. And then some days you feel like pouring all your thoughts, all your feelings and everything on paper. Then you can write 20 pages. I don't care. Yeah. But at least, you do something every day and it's like checking. It's same with meditation. A lot of people find building a meditation habit is very difficult. Just start small. Okay, I'll sit for 2 minutes. But, you prepare yourself, you get your meditation cushion, you sit there and, okay, I'll do this for 2 minutes. And of course, it's going to be more than 2 minutes because just putting your butt right took more than 2 minutes. Okay? So yeah, it's okay. Just start small. Start small. So that's my advice for building a habit. Start small.
Yeah, start small and make it easy.
Yeah.
So there's this next question. It's about loneliness. So they feel lonely because they have no close friends and they feel like their friends is just taking advantage for them. So they're asking about how to avoid that way of thinking, the negative way of thinking.
Okay. I used to feel lonely. I'm sharing. I used to feel lonely, and also, I feel a lot of people are taking advantage of me, especially when at school, when you're this smart kid, right? They come to you and then, can I borrow your homework? Can I copy your homework? Can I do this assignment with you? You know, you feel like being taken advantage. Is like, yeah, because you're not going to do the work. I'm going to do the work, and you're just getting the good marks because of me, that kind of thing. And you sort of like shut all these people from your life, and suddenly you realize, how come there's nobody here? Yeah, so how to do it? I think it's about being generous. For me, it's about being generous, that it's okay to be taken advantage of, unless it's like really, offer. But for small things, it's actually fine. It's actually fine. It's about you. See, you don't see it as somebody taking advantage of me, but you see it as I am the one who's practicing my generosity. I'm the one who's practicing kindness. I'm the one who's practicing whatever. Because we used to be taught that life is like a competition. At school, it's like competition. Okay, if you get good marks, then. But it's not true. In life, it's about collaboration. And when you collaborate, of course, there's give and take. There's give and take. Are there people that are takers? Yes, there are people who are takers. But you know what? Takers can be successful in the beginning. Even at work, if you are a taker and you're this, fresh grad going into company and you are a taker, then you probably get promoted fast. Because you take credit, without feeling guilty and all that. But and as a giver, you might be disadvantaged in the beginning because people take advantage of you. But you know what? After going up to the, for example, me, manager, supervisor, manager, and then up. If you see the top executives, they are mostly givers. Why? Because they give, and people follow because they know that they're givers. Nobody want to follow takers. So when you feel lonely, it's just, okay, then what can I do? What can I help other people? And don't worry, you will find people that want to be your friends. Just be yourself, and then you can find your tribes. But that means you have to go out and actually meet people. You cannot be just, I'm lonely, I'm so lonely, and you just stay at home and doing nothing. You still have to go out and make friends. And if you find, okay, these people take advantage of me, okay, yes, I know you, but I'm not going to be so close to you, okay? But it's okay. And then later on, you will find somebody who are really your friends, and they are there for you. And it took me, I don't know, when I was in Perth, in Australia, I basically had only like a handful of friends. But when I went to Beijing and I live in boarding school, and it just somehow I learned how to be more friendly. Yeah. And I get more friends, and now they're like my best friends ever. We've been friends for more than 20 years, and it's still going quite well. So yeah, just go out there and be generous, be a giver, and you'll be fine.
Thank
Okay.
you for the answer.
Could I ask a question, Inga?
Oh yes. Oh, somebody asking. Okay.
What do you think if I say like this? You have to be honest to yourself first before you accepting yourself. Could I say like?
Yes. Yes. Agree.
Uh, can you
Agree.
explain a bit about this one?
yeah, I mean, yeah, because for accepting ourselves, we just have to accept us for, both our strength and weaknesses, and it needs to be, we need to be brutally honest with ourselves that we have these weaknesses, and they are fine. Okay, of course we try to, improve on them, but sometimes it's just so hard, and what we need is just accept that, yeah, okay, I have these weaknesses, what can I do with it? Okay, and don't forget about your strength too. I mean, being honest means you actually honor your strength, because you have if you focus on your strength, you can be great. It's like this, for example, for maths, if you're good at maths, for example, you get set okay, 8, 9, and then you put more effort, it's like 900. But if you're weak at math, you try to take lessons and everything, it's probably from 5 and then you become 6. It's still average.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, of course we need to be brutally honest with ourselves that we have these weaknesses. And for fatal weaknesses such as being irresponsible and all that, yeah, we need to work on that. But for small weaknesses that it doesn't really matter, we just like accept it. Okay, it's part of me. Of course, you cannot use it as excuses. Okay, for example, this question just now about loneliness. I'm an introvert. If you think that's a weakness, okay, I cannot make friends well. Well, if you use that as an excuse, then you will not get better at friendship. You just go out there. Okay, I'm introvert, and I know I need to make friends with others, and you make the effort. And if you see me now, probably you think, okay, she's a speaker, she a trainer, she speaks like that, should be extrovert. No, I'm introvert. I'm a learned extrovert. So when I need to be extrovert, then I can be. Otherwise, when I'm stressed, I'm back to introvert. Okay, so that's okay. Anything else?
Thank you, Mr. Mulia, for the question. So we have a few questions around how to journal. So basically, they're talking about journaling app and also pen and paper. And is it proven that using pen and paper is actually more useful when we're journaling? And does it have any effect on building mindfulness?
Yes. For journaling, when dealing with our emotion and all that, it's better to be using pen and paper, because I can't remember where I read the scientific explanation, but of course you can always Google these things, okay? And it does help to have pen and paper to do journaling about emotions, because it's, I don't know, this coordination between your mind, your hand, and then your eye writing, and then you slow down. It helps a lot with mindfulness. But I found for memory keeping, a app is better because it's searchable. Unless you find this, okay, if you use you write on paper and then you scan it and put it in the digital, so at least you can search it. That's also a possibility. So if you if you prefer writing using pen and paper, yeah, you can do that as well. Write and then scan it. And difference between diary and journaling. Diary is like more like logging what you do today. Okay, this morning I had 1 coffee, and then I prepared this and that. I went this way, and it's more like that. But journaling can be anything. So I wouldn't go into like what's the difference between diary or journal. It's basically just writing things down. um, for whatever purpose you need. What else is there?
So we have this question about if we routinely write down the same thing, such as being grateful that you're still alive, then like is it valid? Like, is it something that you recommend us to do when we're journaling?
For the 5-minute journal.
For the morning
Yeah.
gratitude journal.
Well, if possible, try to find different things. Okay. Not the same thing. Okay. It's like every day I write, okay, I'm grateful for my morning meditation. I'm grateful for my morning walk. I'm grateful for my morning coffee. Then, yeah, it goes like stale, But actually, when we practice writing things, different things down, then we actually train our mind to seek things that we can be grateful for in everyday lives. So like the whole day, like when we did this in the morning, right? It's like I'm grateful for something, and then you search. So it's like putting a search in Google. It's sort of okay, search something that I'm grateful for, right? So your mind, the whole day is like, what am I grateful for? What am I grateful for? And it's going to be so much different from what's wrong with this world, and then you find everything is wrong. But when we train our mind to be grateful, then yes, we can find that there are so many things to be grateful for.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with that.
Yeah.
By starting the day with the positive thoughts.
Yeah.
Being grateful for things, yeah. So like there's this question about the perch writing method. They're asking about, is it better if they write down all the negative feelings to like get it out, or is it better for them to write positive motivational things to encourage themselves?
You can write anything. You can write the negative or you can write the positive. It doesn't matter. It's just like because I said just write anything that comes up in your mind. So if it's negative or positive, it doesn't matter. It's just like getting things out. And for positive ones, if you want to keep it, then I would say write it in your memory keeping journal. It's something that you want to remember, something you want to encourage yourself, the lesson you learned, then write it again. The purge emotional is usually, for me, it's usually for negative things. Yeah. The positive things I put in other journals. But during the exercise, sometimes like you're arguing with yourself when you're writing. It's like, you're useless. No, you're not useless. See, remember when you do this and that, you help other people, blah, 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 blah. And it's okay. That means you're writing both sides, right? And at the end, you actually feel better because you remind yourself that, it's not just all about negatives. You have a positive as well. Like that.
We have questions here about journaling having the reverse effect on them. So like instead of them getting it out of their mind, it actually remind them of the event again. And actually, when they write the things down, it made them feel lonely. Like, what is your thought on this?
Sorry. So when writing things down,
It made them remember it more. So it reinforced the event instead of letting it go. So what's your thought on this?
yes, it could happen because it's like it's like digging up all those memories, right? But then that's why I prefer having something like, so what did I learn from this experience? So when you have this question at the end, it helps you to reframe the experience and you start to see from different perspective. So it's this purge emotional writing is not the only method, because for those types of thing I use like healing, journaling for healing, and that's more like I dig up the memory. It could be a bad memory. I dig it up, and then what did I learn from this? how this event changed my life for the better. Because sometimes when we write it down at first, we see from one perspective, it's like, oh, it's so bad. But then when we ask those questions, then we change our perspective and we want to see, oh, so what are the side from this? So what did I learn? Because when you start doing that, then you'll find actually we could learn a lot of lessons, and sometimes what we think as bad in the past, it turned out to be good. Just like Ajahn Brahm said, good, bad, who knows? Yeah, so of course it could well, you can do it like that as well. So yeah, so this purge emotional writing is not the only way. There are several ways you can do journaling.
Could you explain more on that? Because like we have a question about them being not comfortable doing this method because the surrounding doesn't allow it to. Is there any other method to reduce your emotions?
Then probably you haven't finished. You need to keep on going to release this.
What I mean is that the surroundings you're in doesn't allow them to do this method.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. You don't have the space to do it.
Yeah, don't have the space to do it.
Where can you find a space to cry? Yeah, sometimes we need a place. And I don't know. You don't have space. I don't know. For me, I'll find some place to do this because I think my advice would be find a place where you can do this. It can be anywhere as long as there's nobody around, right? So I don't know. Probably even go to your friend's place and just, can I borrow a room to cry? Yeah. I don't know. Probably
sorry.
Probably anybody else have can help with this answering.
I would actually recommend the parks here. If you're here in Melbourne,
Okay.
like there are a lot of parks and there are a lot of space for you to be with yourself, and maybe you can try it out and write this method there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that could be a solution.
Yeah. So this is our final questions because we only have around a few left.
Yep.
So they have this really close friend that they find is very toxic, which is always remind them of them being imperfect. So she always remind her of her flaws or his flaws. Oh, her. Yeah. So what should they do in this event?
I would say remove them from your close friend. Okay, here. See, we can choose our environment. Okay? We cannot choose our family. Yes, we're stuck with them. Okay? I'm not going to give you any solutions for that. But for friends, we can choose our friends. And if they are close to you, but keep on making you feel bad, then I would suggest reduce your interaction with them. Why would you want to be with someone who makes you feel bad? Then you find somebody else. It doesn't mean you find some kiss ass people around you, but some honest friends that just accept you as who you are. And I think that would be much better than having a status of close friend, but very annoying. Like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say choose your friends. Here, so many people here from Buddhist Union, Melbourne, from CITYZEN, just go with them. Hopefully they are better and helping you to feel much better.
So the
Okay.
advice would be choose your friend wisely and maybe keep them as a friend, but not your close friend.
Yeah, I mean, when you ask for advice, right? Sometimes we ask advice from friends, but are they the right friends to ask advice from? You know, so choose wisely. Yep, agree.
So we're moving towards the end of the session now, and I would gladly hand the floor back to the Zoom admin with Quincy.
Thank you,
Okay, thank
Jocelyn.
you.
All right, Miss Inge, that was a really wonderful workshop. And thank you so much, Jocelyn, for hosting the Q&A session. I personally learned a lot about how to do journaling and how it can help us to become more mindful about our thoughts and feelings and just to focus more on progress over perfection. I'm now really tempted to start a journal on my own. How about everyone, each and every one of you? Could you guys give a thumbs up if you think you're gonna start the PEW 12 journaling soon? Yay! We got a few thumbs up. Okay, cool. And yeah, I think lastly, before everyone leaves, can we take a picture, like a screenshot of all the participants? You guys can turn on your videos. Okay. All right. Yep. Oh, sweet. Everyone's showing up. Yay. All right, cool. There's I need to slide this by like 3 times, so let's start now. Okay, everyone get ready. 1, 2, 3. Okay, hold on a second. And again. 1, 2, 3. And yeah. One more slide to go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, sweet. Right. Okay. So, yep. Thank you so much to all the CITYZEN subcommittee members and Buddhist Union committee members for hosting this entire event. And shout out to Srijuth. He's our IT genius from Buddhist Society of Victoria, who's behind this project all along, arranging the links between Zoom and YouTube. So yeah, I hope all of you enjoyed today's workshop. And lastly, before we all go, I'd like to share one last time the donation link towards our robe offering event and the NBM Building Fundraising. So if you would like to support us, it will be really helpful. And yeah, Anumodana Kalyanamita. Thanks again to everyone for coming. I hope that everyone are at peace and can stay happy during these trying times. So yeah, don't forget we have another event tomorrow. It's a Dhamma talk with Ajahn Brahm under the same overarching topic, Imperfect, accepting our imperfect self. So we'll see you all there. Thank you. Bye. Okay, Srijot, we can stop sharing to YouTube now.